Hello everyone, hope you're having a good day so far. Today I'm going to build a little area for Tangy, who just moved in a few days ago. This is a bit of a challenge because, as you can see, it is now winter and there's snow on the ground, and Tangy's house is pretty much full of fruit and oranges. So you'll see here that there's all this orange wallpaper. It's a little overwhelming. And Tangy herself, as you can see, is a cat that looks suspiciously like an orange. And she has all sorts of fruit furniture in her home. Really would have been great, I think, for spring or summer. It's a little bit more challenging to figure out what to decorate in the winter, but we'll do our best today. So what I did was I looked around for art or photos or something that might depict a winter scene for fruit trees. Now, it's a bit of a stretch, I agree, because you're not going to find orange trees in a wintry landscape, because I don't think orange trees really live or survive well in sort of wintry climates. But we'll do what we can. I found actually a photo by Ansel Adams, the famous photographer of the 20th century, I guess, who did a photo here, as you can see, of an apple orchard actually at Yosemite National Park, not far from the Half Dome. So it's a gorgeous photo, and it does show what an orchard could look like in a wintry area. So even though I'm going to be planting orange trees in respect for Tangy's preference, and this photo depicts apple trees, it's a reasonable, I think, approximation. And when all the snow finally melts, I think it can be a proper orange grove. Now you can see in the photograph that there obviously is the Half Dome in the distance, and what looks like to be at least two, probably more, but at least two rows of apple trees. And on the right side of the photo is a path or road. And then if you look closely enough in the back, there's at least one, probably more than a few evergreen trees in the distance. So I'm going to do something similar here in front of Tangy's house. I'm going to probably line the back here with the cedar trees and maybe along the side here, so it has that cedar tree wilderness backdrop to it. And I have some log stakes and some stones that I can, or rock things, rock DIYs I can put here. And then I'm going to try to put probably about 6 or so orange trees, maybe less. We'll see how many will fit. And of course have a road here going this way with a little path going to Tangy's house. And I think I might have room for another orange tree, and I'm thinking about adding a bench or something here as well. So hopefully this won't take too long. It'll be a quick build, but a nice one nonetheless. So let's get started. Get my handy shovel out. Let's put up a couple of trees. Let's see, maybe a few more. So these will be the cedar trees. Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. I didn't know you could do that. I wanted it to go in the little hole that I dug. So this particular photograph is documented as being taken in 1933, and it was actually a gift by Ansel Adams to one of the heads of some departments. I was the head of the National Park Service, and I don't know quite how it happened, but it's now, that photo is now in the National Archives. So maybe the head of the Park Service donated to the archives. And so you can access it online, which is great. I'm not sure if I think I want to move this over one, just so that there's a little bit more variety. It doesn't look like it's all in a row. Let's do this. Yeah, I think I like that. And so that gives it a bit of that woodsy backdrop. So now I'm going to try to put down a path. I really like this custom pattern here. There's a bunch of stones. I found it really versatile. I can make paths out of it. Or just have just sort of rock, sort of, I don't know what to say, sort of rock formations, I guess. And different areas of kind of anywhere that you can put a custom pattern. I like what I just did there. So I might want to move this over a little bit here so that it's a little bit closer to the door. So let's do this one space over. Looking pretty nice, and it goes right up to the doorstep, so let's put a couple here. Ooh. I'm at the this menu. Oh, that worked out really well. So we have our road, which aligns, or along with those trees, makes out the border of our orange grove. So Ansel Adams, an American photographer who's been around, let's see, he really came to recognition in the 1920s, 30s, but had a tremendous number of accolades throughout his lifetime. In fact, his photos of national parks are credited, and also his advocacy for environmental issues, won him a Presidential Medal of Freedom. I got some of the words confused there. Back in 1980, he was prolific, was an active member of the Sierra Club, I believe. And through his art, along with advocacy, is credited for pretty much making, or I guess expanding the National Park Service to what we see today. Which is tremendous. He spent most of his life in Yosemite, so that's where a lot of the photos are, but he did many other series of photos throughout the American West. He has some very famous ones, not just in Yosemite, but other national parks. Okay, so it doesn't want me to plant a tree there. I think it's because it's too close to the house. Maybe I'll put one right in the middle here. Actually, that looks okay. So we've got an orange grove. The trees are a little bit lopsided here, but that's okay. It's nature. Not everything works perfectly in rows. So I've got some log stakes and things that I'm going to put in various areas just to give it a little bit more, something more to look at, so it's less uniform. It also seems to sort of work as a fence of some type, because I do get a little nervous here by the cliffs. I know in the game we can't fall off the cliffs, but I like to at least pretend. And yes, it's mostly hidden, but sometimes you'll see peaks of them. It gives it a little bit more of, since that this is a full area. And I have some other things I can put. I'll put a flat garden rock here. And partly the reason I'm doing this is I don't have the half dome here. I don't really have a big mountain, although I have a little bit of a cliff there. But I think by sort of a rocky structure like that, you're probably going to find some more rocks. So I'm just going to throw some around here so that it is sort of like a rocky area. I'm going to see if I can push it a little closer. Oh, actually this isn't so bad, sort of in this space here. Yeah, it's a garden rock by this tree and by the house. I kind of like this. It's not obvious, like they're not fully visible. Maybe I will pull this one a little bit more. But if you walk through it, the rocks will surprise you. Same thing with log stakes. Very nice. And as I promised, I was going to go ahead and put a tree here so that there's something on this side. I want to see if I can get this a little closer to the edge here. Add a log bench to sit on. I think that's quite nice. And I do have one more set of log stakes. I think I'll put them here as an accent. Oh, I like this. So this was not too hard. I've got a road or path to Tangy's house. And an orange grove to the left, which is made up of about 2 rows in a diagonal fashion of orange trees with a backdrop of cedar trees and a few accents to give it a little bit more eye-catching interest. And all of this inspired by trees with snow on branches, photographed by Ansel Adams. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can take a photo. Let's see. Let's put myself in here. And this time I'm going to bring it down a little bit, maybe to match the actual photo by Ansel Adams a little bit more closely. And let's see here. Here we go. Monochrome. Very good. Let's go ahead and place my sign so people know what this is. Here we have Tangy's Orange Grove. Well, I hope you had a good time watching me do this build. I hope that you are equally inspired to do a little grove for one of your villagers as well. Granted, this is maybe not the best time of year. It does look a little funny now, these orange trees with snow on it. But I think it looks great, actually, with the oranges and Tangy's orange house. Works quite well. Well, I hope you all have a good rest of your day and that you are having a good holiday season so far. Bye-bye.